Now, before we even get into it, trigger warning. Okay, I was looking at social media yesterday, and this is a very touchy subject, and I understand that. So, listen to me, hear me. If you are a member of any of these factions, if you are a Drake stan or a member of the OVHO Nation, leave the video now. If you are a Lil Wayne stan, leave the video now. I love Lil Wayne, but this may bother you, so leave the video now. If you are a white belt level ninja and you know who you are, don't ask me in the comments what that means. You know what it means. And if you don't know what it means, it probably don't apply to you, so let it fly. But white belt level ninjas, leave the video now. Hit the like button before you leave, but please leave the video, as this video may not be good for your mental health. There's going to be a lot of factual information. There's going to be a lot of balanced thought process in discussing why Kendrick Lamar was the pick for the Super Bowl and why Lil Wayne probably was not really in consideration for the Super Bowl, even though it is going to be in his hometown of New Orleans. So for all my rational and mature-minded hip-hop fans out there, let's get into it. All right. So, of course, there's controversy surrounding Kendrick Lamar being the halftime performer at the Super Bowl. Why not? Because this is the year of people whining about losing battles and their favorite artists not being in the headlines and being treated better than they should, I guess. I don't even know what's going on, y'all, but we're going to get into some real business talk for a second. And I don't know if we forgot who the NFL is and things like that, but we're going to get into that talk as well. I will not be talking about Jay-Z. That'll be another video. The Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, all that beef. That's not what we're talking about. We're going to talk about the NFL and why they choose the people that they choose for the halftime show, sans Roc Nation. You know, Roc Nation helps them and is somebody that's advising with them in the partnership. But to think that Roc Nation has final say on who performs at the Super Bowl is a little bit short-sighted, and we're going to get into why. So let's first look at the past artists that have performed at the Super Bowl, right, in the past 15, 20 years. Now, before we do that, I need you to hit that like button for me. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button for me. Trying to get to 10K subs. Appreciate that. Hit the notification bell. Also, hit that share button. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts on the video. Now let's continue. Okay, we have Usher Raymond, who had a brand new residency performing show in Las Vegas. Of course, the Super Bowl was in the new Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, the home of the Las Vegas Raiders. We had Rihanna the year before that. Now, Rihanna at this point is a legacy act. She hasn't released music in a long time, but she has $1 billion clothing and makeup company, fashion company. Let's just put it that way. She brings in a demographic as far as the ladies go that the NFL is not necessarily super popular with. Okay, then the year before that, we have the Dr. Dre one, which everyone is highlighting because Kendrick performed at that one. You have Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, and Mary J. Blige. All of these are 50 Cent, Anderson .Paak. All these are household names, okay? Many Grammys, again, world notoriety. All right. Before that, we have The Weeknd, Canadian. Again, if you go look at the numbers, the awards, the streaming numbers, world notoriety. Shakira, Jennifer Lopez, Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is one of the most streamed artists, again, in the world. Okay. Shakira and Jennifer Lopez are legacy acts. Maroon 5 in Atlanta. They bring out Travis Scott, who was the biggest artist at the time, and Big Boy. Okay, bringing that Atlanta connection. All right, the year before that, Justin Timberlake. Okay, that was a miss. But then you got Lady Gaga, you got Coldplay, Beyonce, Bruno Mars, Katy Perry, Lenny Kravitz, Missy Elliott. All of these are humongous acts. You know, Lil Wayne is a big artist. Don't get me wrong. Lil Wayne is a legend in hip hop. Don't get me wrong. However, does Lil Wayne really fit in this list of artists? From a style standpoint, from a marketability standpoint, you know, if you just look at this list here, the monthly listeners on Spotify list, right? You got The Weeknd, you got Bruno Mars. Now, the rumors is it was supposed to be Taylor Swift this year. We know Taylor Swift has a relationship with Kendrick. So did she step aside and say, let Kendrick do it? He the hottest thing in music this year. Or did they just look at the numbers and see that Not Like Us took Taylor Swift's songs out of the #1 spot on the charts and ran the whole summer and it's still running? That's what they're looking at. They're looking at what the people are going to most want to see that will keep them fans of the NFL and supporting the NFL with their dollars. Now, you have Kendrick at number 17. You can take this list all the way down to the top 40. Lil Wayne is not on this list at all. And that's no shot to Lil Wayne. We know Lil Wayne is a legend, but the NFL don't care about that. They just don't. They're going to go with the moment. They're going to go with the biggest artists in the moment, or it's going to have some kind of marketability to it. There has to be a reason for them to pick an artist that's not at the top of music and entertainment at the time. And honestly, New Orleans is not a huge market overall, so the NFL's wanting to cater to New Orleans in that fashion, besides just bringing money to the city by hosting the Super Bowl there, that's pretty much where that's going to end. I mean, we're talking about this like it's a music award show or something. This is not a music thing or a hip hop thing. This is the National Football League that is very, very careful about upsetting certain demographics that account for a specific amount of the market share. And in layman's terms, that means people with money in their pockets that religiously spend that money with the NFL. They try to toe the line. They don't care about hip hop. They don't care about black culture. They don't care about any of that. They don't. I don't know where we're getting this from, just because they signed a deal with Roc Nation. So you all will be quiet about Colin Kaepernick and police brutality and the way they mishandled that situation. Shout out to the brother Tyreek Hill and what he had to put up with yesterday. That's the only reason they did this. All right? To keep the money flowing. Now, do I think Kendrick Lamar will bring Lil Wayne out if Lil Wayne is willing to come out? Yes. Was Lil Wayne ever going to be considered to be a headliner for the Super Bowl currently? I just don't think so. And he has a good relationship, as far as I know, with some NFL teams. I know he's a big Green Bay Packers fan and things like that. But Wayne has tattoos on his face. Look at the list. Let me show that list again. None of these artists have tattoos on their face or the hairstyle, the whole thing, right? And I understand he says Rockstar, this, that, and the third. Okay, the Red Hot Chili Peppers is down there. They may have tattoos on their face. I don't know. I haven't seen them in a while. But it's about marketability and sellability. The NFL is a very safe company, as most big companies are. Lil Wayne just doesn't fit in the demographic of what they're doing. Okay, when you look at Kendrick Lamar, let's just start with the accolades. Kendrick Lamar has a Pulitzer Prize. All right, that takes him outside of the realm. That crosses him over to a different realm of marketability in business because of the level and the direction of his artistry. He's put in a different category when people are looking at him from a marketability standpoint. And that's what the NFL halftime show is about. Okay? If you look at the Grammy Awards, the VMAs, there's a reason he has those awards. It's because the content of his artistry, period. Okay? It can be respected. What Lil Wayne does, what Drake does, what Nicki Minaj does from an artistry standpoint is not really respected at the corporate level. It can make some money, don't get me wrong, but from a global standpoint, it's not really respected. And this shows that. Yes, they can be a part of an ensemble cast. And I'm sure that Kendrick and them are going to bring out a few New Orleans artists. Or that was the plan before they start whining. Now, who knows what that's going to look like. But it would not have surprised me if Drake was probably the artist they were thinking about for this year's Super Bowl. With his relationship with Wayne and with Cash Money out of New Orleans, it would have been the perfect show, right? But what did he do? He got into a battle with Kendrick Lamar and he messed up his marketability by the things that were alleged and revealed in that battle, which makes this sting probably a lot more. All right. But this is what PG Lang does. This is what that business does, is it makes these kind of connections to promote artistry. And, you know, the people at the NFL know Kendrick already because he performed with Dr. Dre. So that relationship is already there. So it's easy for them to say yes to Kendrick. He has the #1 song in the world. It's a battle rap song that talks about and other things. And they're playing it at political conventions and everywhere else in the world. And that's because Kendrick Lamar's respect as an artist is very high and crosses the boundaries, outside the boundaries of hip hop. You know, somebody who's truly taking hip hop to other levels that it hasn't been before, just through the art. So I understand the people from New Orleans, you know, being salty, but you all forgot what the NFL was, I guess. I mean, you've had the Super Bowl there quite a few times. So y'all really know what it is. But anyway, check out, and I predicted all this. I predicted all this in this video right here. You're gonna see, I predicted what Drake and them were trying to do by mentioning a game 2 or round 2 or whatever, and how they were trying to move the goalposts, pun intended, on the narrative in the battle. So click that video right there. Thank y'all for watching as always, and we out.